Okay, you're up.
All right, so when we bought this trailer, it had this trim right here, and all it had was a little siding. So in running through my head in this, I decided to leave this as a channel to do all the wiring in instead of going through the studs to hide them in the wall. So in order to do that, I just ran... Are we still filming? Okay, sorry, I'm used to the 20-second film. So I used extension cords for the 12-volt system because it's got that protective sheeting. I used the Romex for the 110-volt system. So it just runs in this channel, comes all the way back here, drops down in here for electrical, but all my breaker panels and everything are over here. So this is all the electrical. You have the
your fancy pointer stick.
The 110 volt that has the AC in the outlets. This is the converter, which is the 12 volt charger, as well as it'll power this 12 volt system. This is the on-off switch from the battery. This is a circuit breaker for all the 12 volt. This is an 80 amp breaker from the battery. So this will trip if there's an issue in any of the 12 volt system. So yeah, so over here is the brainchild of where it'll marry up and is hidden. And then I don't have my piece of crown molding, but I'm in the process of cutting the crown molding, which will tie all this in and cover it.
That's some of it sitting right there.
Yes, this is the crown molding, but I'm getting ready to. I'm in the process of cutting the channel.
But you have. Do you want to go through the light switches and stuff?
Hold on, let me grab this.
Stand by.
I'm standing by. Alright, so this is how I'm cutting this crown molding here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing that on my table saw, and it's going to screw in here and cover all this seam all the way down. Now I turn on the battery switch here, and you can see all the 12 volt lights.
Do you have them on?
Yeah.
Oh. Where's the switches?
The switch, well, temporarily these are mounted here because I'm waiting to get the window to do this side, like this side. And then eventually it'll look like this over here when it's painted. So
those are the switches for where?
So this is the lights above you right here.
Oh,
and then an exterior floodlight, which is not out there yet.
There's one by the front door.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So what I did with the 12 volt, I run them into a junction box, and then I leave a void space in the back with the insulation to bring it over to these, because these are they're not really mountable in a junction box, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So because of how they plug in. So like over here.
Is that why they stand out off the wall?
Yes, because there's I need depth to be able to attach.
Okay.
They have these little plug and play.
What's behind that blank socket?
The junction box where the 12 volt comes in, and then it runs in the void space behind the wall.
So what about the
here.
battery, whatever that thing is over there?
So this is the voltmeter. This is a voltmeter. It tells you have 12.5 volts. And this is to charge phones, USB, cigarette lighter. And then underneath here, I have the inverter, and that allows me to run my on-demand hot water heater on just the battery. So when we're boondocking, we don't have to fire up the generator in order to take a shower. We can just run off the battery.
Okay.
Okay, as long as it's got enough charge. Yeah. And then...
Did you put lights in there too?
Yeah, there's 2 lights here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
This vent usually goes in here, but I didn't have it attached when I took it to work the other day, and it fell out, or it was gonna fall out. So anyways, that's that. And then I think that's about all the electrical. It's real simple. It's not crazy. There's a 12 volt system and then a 110.
And they run. What about the AC? You're not done.
Oh, the AC is just on a breaker. It's on a 20 amp breaker, and it's an AC.
The end.
The end, yeah.
Anything you want to show
That's all I gotta
outside?
say about that. I guess, yeah. So
Before we stand by.
power in, I have this 30 amp inlet here, and that goes to my 110 breaker panel, and then I have just an auxiliary inlet here, so if I just want to have a trickle charger on
Did
my
you add
battery-
that?
Yeah, I put this on.
Oh.
So if I just want to do a trickle charger for my battery or battery maintainer kind of thing, I can just plug that in and not go through the big, huge honking extension cord. So just do a regular extension cord.
Where are you going to put the generator?
The generator, there will be 2 toolboxes. They're the tongue. So there's plenty of room here. So if I jackknife the trailer, I won't hit it. There's going to be these boxes over there. I'll show you them, but they're a trailer tongue box. So they kind of come at an angle, and then this way and like that. So there's going to be one here, right here, and one over there.
Wait, I want to see the position one more time.
This way. It'll go right here, and that will be to store the generator and power cords. Really light stuff, but bulky stuff. Over here, there'll be one over here as well.
Hold on, wait. Eek.
So when you're like showering, you can like put your shampoo and
Oh, stop
you know,
it.
and then put it right there. Keep showering. So, anyway.
Do you want to show the shower? You don't have keys to the shower,
my
do you?
keys are somewhere. So in here's a shower. Has a I think a 6-inch hose with a water shut off on the shower head, so you can kind of shower. There's a gravity inlet to dump water into. It goes right into the tank, and then it had a hose, a pressurized hose spigot in there, but it was really chintzy and plastic, so I just bought one that was all metal. Put it right here. So yeah.
What's the? Oh, there's the exhaust.
And
For the
this
hot
is-
water
this
heater.
is where the exhaust to the hot water will come out. Or hot water heater will come out there.
There's one of the floodlights.
Yes, this is the floodlight. I'm probably going to do one that's a little brighter on the back, and then I'm going to also add one. When you turn that on, it will turn on one over here for the shower. So if you're showering, you got light.
So I can turn the light off on you when you're taking a shower?
Correct.
Okay,
So I
Anything
think that's
else?
pretty much the electrical.
the end.
The end.
So you have 2 different light switches. One controls the back and one
So,
controls
Yeah, so front, middle, and the back's over there.
backs right there.
Uh-huh, and then this one is the flood lamp here. So front, middle, flood lamp, back,
And floodlight.
floodlight.
Okay.
Pretty much. All right.
Is that it? And then the rest, the rest of the calamity that is camping trailer redo.
Construction. OSHA would shut me down for sure.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay. I need to finish this.
Say the end.